little bit longer. You want to hear something kind of frightening about mindset? Again, you only know what you know. You only know hanging out with your mom. You have a pretty big mindset, right? You can do anything. Think so? Okay. Look, Jennifer, will you tell Makenna what your dad told you or your mom told you about money?
My mom told me that having money or wanting money in large amounts was prideful and sinful. My dad told me that I was born into the have-nots and that there was nothing I could do to change it. And I needed to accept it.
Did that break your heart? So what, I mean, it was like, that's one of the saddest things I've ever heard. Sorry, I know. So I just wanted you to hear that. What did your mom teach you?
You can, and all of you guys as well, can have anything and everything you want if you put your mind to it. And I believe in that full force. Manifestation is 100% a real thing. If you don't believe it, you need to start believing it. Because if you full-heartedly think that you're going to get something and you're going to be somewhere in your life, you will get there. Somehow, the way the universe works, mindset works, how we relate to things and do things, manifestation is 100% a true thing. And I mean, just from in my life, everything I've wanted, that I wake up in the morning, because I wake up every morning, especially when I drive as well, and I talk to myself, what do I want? Where do I want to be? Who am I going to become? And all of it has become true because I constantly tell myself, this is where I do two things. I tell myself this is where I want to be, and then I go, this is who I am. And then I go, I am already that successful. So then by the time I get there, I'm like, I did it. I'm worth it. So, and I mean, a lot of that comes from my parents telling me I could, but you guys should all know that to become anywhere in your life, if you want a product to be massive, everyone in the world to know it, wake up every morning, say everybody is going to know this product and make it a reality. Obviously, manifestation doesn't work like I'm sitting here, I'm like, I want $1 million, and I say that every day. That's not an applicable manifestation. A manifestation is, I want to sell these on the online market, and that'll get you to $1 million. So I guess it's also what you ask for, but I truly believe in manifestation.
How old are you?
100% real. 17.
Yeah, interesting. If everyone talked like this. And how well have you done in the last, you opened a business how long ago?
I think we're going into our 4th month now.
Okay, that's about 12 to 16 weeks. Did you have anything when we started? Zero. Just an idea? How much you make your first week?
25,000.
How much you make your first month?
6 figures.
Had you ever made that before?
Not in a month.
Had you built a whole lot of funnels that didn't work at all?
No,
I showed them the whole list. I basically showed them a long list of funnels.
It's just about commitment. If you don't, and that's her problem. She doesn't focus and commit to things. And that's probably something to do with, I don't know, but yeah. All right, I'm going to go. That's the other thing. If you want to be successful online, there's so much the online world can offer you. People are going to tell you, start a Shopify store, do affiliate marketing, sell your own product, be a coach. And the list goes on and on and on. Pick one and focus on one of them. One of them will be your ticket out of whatever you're looking for, however much money you want to make. Not all of them. You have to focus on one thing, and you can blow it up to the moon, but just blow up one thing and then do the next thing. So, I know it's like I want to do everything at once, but don't. You'll never get anything done. So
I do a lot of different businesses. What changed that we can be successful in the last 16 weeks? Leave on a positive note for me, please.
So the reason I say you have to focus, and the one thing that was stopping my mom is that she likes to do everything. If anybody offers her a business venture or anything, she's like, yes, I'm totally in, because everything sounds great. Everything has the potential to make money, only if you put the time and focus into it. And so I used to come downstairs and I'd be like, what are you doing? And she'd be like, I'm working on this. And I said, great, have fun. And what are you doing? Every day I'd come down, same conversation, until one day I came down and said, what are you doing? And she said, nothing. I'm doing absolutely nothing. And I said, great, let's do this business. And she said, okay. And so we focused. And I mean, in 1 week, we changed the game. We literally turned on the floodgates. I built a funnel, and she was like, here's the idea. And I said, great, built a funnel, built a little back end, and it worked. But it worked because we were focused on it and not with our hands in 16 different pots. So
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Awesome.
Did you get to meet your son?
Yeah, he's a kid. He's up there. He's there hanging out with their friends today. Her timing was pretty good. They just got home.
Thank you
Oh,
for
really?
thank you for introducing your daughter to us. That's lovely.
Thank you. I will tell you.
She's going to be owning her empire in 5 years, if not sooner.
No, it's not going to take her that long. The energy that she just spoke to you, imagine if that's a teacher that you go to on a regular basis. It is there's just no bullshit. She just knows. And whether she got it from hanging out with me and watching what I did and what didn't work. By the way, not everything, she pretty clearly is happy to tell you what didn't work. All right, on that note, fun to hang out with, wildly smart, and incredibly motivational. And for the 250, and what she'll tell you, she's not selling anything up from that. She just wants to do the work. And again, you caught all of us at a really good time. It's a new business for her. Her goal is to not do that anymore. So while she's still teaching and she's still young and you get to go, oh, I studied with Elon Musk when he was just a kid. Think about it. And by the way, I'm referring to your friends. I bet you have a lot of friends who don't know how to do the internet either going, I'm jumping on board with Makenna for a couple of weeks or a couple of months, however long you want to stay. Get educated. I can't take 1 unit of a college credit for $250, right?
Yeah. So will she ever offer it on a day other than Thursday?
Probably not. Thursday night, not work.
I have a radio show at the same time her class is, and I'm the host. It doesn't
Got
work.
it. Is it an hour or 2 hours?
My radio show is an hour.
Got it. We'll jump in at 8 o'clock and get the recording from the 7. It's 2 hours long. And then for the $100 investment, which we don't get, Monday from 12 to 12:30. Same teaching.
Okay, what's the link?
That was the click. Hang on a second. I have to find it. And then I got to get to my last exercise so we can all call this an amazing training. I have to go find that. I would like you to think for a second. Write down 2 sentences. What did breakthrough training mean for you? Where are you? Think about 2 days ago. In the mind of somebody that hasn't taken this yet, what would you say? And I'll show you how to make money on that. Because money is just an exchange of energy. Money is not real.
So Forbes, you just said, what did breakthrough mean to me?
Yeah, what did breakthrough mean? How would you tell somebody what you just went through? With an eye towards, I'm always about pitching. So it meant that this is what it was, but then if you could enroll someone else in it, because you said these 2 or 3 sentences, what's that worth to you? Oh, well, that's actually a good idea. And the more you communicate with things that you love, this is where you're going to kind of understand that everything is business and everything's an exchange of energy. That's so cool about affiliate. I'm just going to tell you about something I love. Oh, great. You're going to do it? Great. And they give me a little bit of money for it. That's not, I never feel like I'm selling. In fact, when I put a SpinGYM in somebody's hand, I'm doing the greatest thing for you ever. This is my intention. If you don't want it, you're an idiot. And I actually bless you and love you. And you go about and you tell me, I got a resistance band. Good for you. Sometimes I want to be a little rude about it. When I was first doing SpinGYM, you have different levels of cocky depending on how you're doing in your business. I had a moment where everybody who touched SpinGYM wanted one. I was in a bar eating area and there were 2 women over there. And I said to my friend sitting there having whatever drink, I said, watch, I'll go sell some SpinGYMs. I was really high on myself, right? I go over there. They're kind of chunky. I introduced myself. They were both eating a dessert. I said something to them, and they tried it, right? Because anybody will try a SpinGYM when I put it a certain way. And so then I got to the closed part, and I said to the first woman, she didn't seem to want. I said, well, do you like that? She's like, yeah, but I have a trainer. She's eating ice cream, and she's probably got 75 pounds. I wanted to say, really? How's that working out for you? I didn't say that. But there was something wrong there. So, but it's not a personal rejection. I got it. She thinks she's doing fine. She was not doing fine, or she wouldn't be doing that way. And it's funny. Remember I talked about how that negative thing, y'all focused on mom or dad or whatever they said? I've had a 10-year, it's really interesting, 10-year, multi-million-dollar career with this thing. And I can tell you 3 moments of 3 sales that didn't work that hurt my heart. Why the fuck would I even know what those are? Because that's how your brain is wired. Why am I focused on, and I'll share one, and you go, this is what you guys are doing. What a waste of brain space. I actually, now that I'm saying this, I'm actually going to erase these so I don't ever tell this story again. It's new. We're doing well. I go outside a fancy restaurant with the valet, and of course I'm SpinGYMing. I mean, I still do. I love this everywhere. I'm naked in the sauna, in the grocery store. It doesn't matter. If you get to touch it and I'm the one giving it to you, I think you're really lucky. I created this. I can get you, it's like, oh my God, that's the reaction. And for $40, just go, yeah, I'm in. Great. So if you don't, I'm like, but in the beginning, I want to be what? Oh, I want to be liked. I want approval. Whatever the reason, the wrong objective. I'm outside this fancy restaurant. This older gentleman is loving this. He's like, my wife's going to just love this. I'm like, oh, I cannot wait to meet her. She comes out of the restaurant from the ankles to her neck. Oh my God. She's wearing like this cute little prom dress. Stunning. Like model. Get to the face. It's like, whoa. Oh, white person in the sun. Way too much. Really wrinkled. Really like, ooh, that's frightening. She was like in her late 60s and it was like, oh, like weird wrinkles. I'm like, oh, that's nice. That was my assessment. He can't wait to show it to her. She puts it in her hands and she's like, that is just stupid. I would never use that. Number one, she made him feel like shit. And number two, I'm thinking, you think it's stupid, honey? It's not as stupid as you leaving the house in your granddaughter's prom dress. Okay, I didn't say that. I wanted to say that so freaking bad, but I didn't. Why do I remember that moment, guys?
Because it hurt your feelings.
But why would, as I'm telling this story to you right now after these 2 days, part of me is thinking, why do I waste any energy in the most beautiful, loving, I got Pedro with no arms. I got Mac Ray in a wheelchair. And somehow my brain wants to go back to the one ridiculous woman who didn't want it. Think about it. I don't have an answer for what I just said to you guys. That's the little glitch in your brain. And if you can release those things. Yeah, Barb, go ahead.
When you asked that question about why that thing is in your brain, what I immediately thought was because there was so much color, there was so much detail in her dress and in her face that you were focused on that at the moment of the detail. And then it was a bad thing and it just locked in there.
No, you know what it was?
That was my opinion.
I'm a really nice person. And this woman hurt her husband's feelings. She hurt she couldn't have been like, I was sad for humanity at that moment. Like on every level, you probably have it all, lady. And rather than just be gracious and go, oh, that's great. Thank you. She didn't do that. We'll call this, she did a Sharon mom thing. Mm-hmm. She went out of her way to make a point of being that, she was like cruel. I'm like, oh yeah, wow, ooh. So Sharon, I have a little more empathy for you now. Let's both go cancel. Right. Well, because now I tell it as a story. Is there ever a moment in your life where you wanted to say something and you just didn't? That was one of those moments where I wish I had actually said it out in my mouth, but I didn't. All right. Jennifer says, I'd love a side income that creates revenue. I need limited. Who turned 11?
My daughter.
Oh, well, she should hang out with Makenna.
Well, and I've spent her whole life with my head down trying to make a buck to make sure.
Wait, no, now just go do 5 push-ups and then you can come back. I heard Makenna say it and I didn't want to interrupt her. Stop trying. The next thing is, so baby girl, did you not get the message? You know why she and I are in business together? Because I took her with me. I was a little too head down too. Do you invite your daughter into your world, Jennifer?
I have invited her several times. Unfortunately, there's half of her lazy ass, narcissistic, lacking ambition father in her. And she says, I can't a lot, or I don't want to, because she'd rather sit in front of a screen or on a video game or something, because that's all she does with her father. And so I said to her recently, I said, you know, I have all this Tupperware stuff in here and you love to cook in the kitchen with me. Why don't you join me on my Tupperware parties? Why don't you be my mini me? Be a mini.
Oh, no. Okay. Oh, wait, okay.
I stopped. I said, no, I stopped.
Listen.
I said, be a mini.
This is why we listen to the pitch. You are telling your daughter what she needs to do find a way to make her want it. Don't say, why don't you? That's, again, it comes down to pitching your daughter. Here's what I did. Makenna, I'm going to go on vacation. Want to come? Sure. That's it. Not, do you want to come work with me? Do you want to sit in the back? Yeah. And that's all. It was get her to want something. Get her to want, does she like money?
Yes.
Then show her how to sell something so she can get her own.
She did. She asked me to make her a lemonade sign. And she and her little girlfriend sat on the corner out here and they made $40. And when she wasn't getting anybody to come to her lemonade stand, my daughter and I sat in my living room and cried because I thought, I need that kind of passion in my life. She started calling people. She wasn't getting the results she wanted sitting on the corner. So she picked up the phone and she called Grammy and she called Papa and she called her aunts and her uncles and she called people that she had phone numbers for. And people started coming and buying the lemonade. And I was like,
Jennifer, lean in a little bit. You're missing something. You took your bullshit and put it forth on her. Let's change this scenario. You got a girl's willing to pick up the phone. You show her what $40 looks like doing that and all that hard work. You show her one sale of Tupperware in 2 minutes and you make $80, whatever it is. Make it so that she wants it. Don't ever, just be a little bit more manipulative. I'll work with you a little bit on that. I love, get people to want stuff.
I would love her.
But there's one other caveat to this. They only want what they want. I have twins. I have a boy and a girl. Riker doesn't do any of this. He doesn't want to. I'm not going to make you, you have to respect who they are as well. But you just gave us a little clue that you're missing. That little girl is picking up the phone. I leverage my time with her. Mommy, I want to hang out with you. Get on a plane with me. Come hang out. I got to go do this. Okay. Think about it different. Jennifer, you are so different after this week. I don't need to tell you. Just, here's another thing too. Okay, and then I've got my final exercise. Number 1, don't be rushing off to tell everybody what you just did this weekend. They can't hear you. The only person you should tell right here is this, to people who've already been here. Say anything you want to my inner circle. They will love all over you. Don't go tell your mom and dad. Jennifer, there's no point to that. Don't try to tell your husband or your, talk to each other. You got a partner for a reason. Somebody who doesn't have a partner because Mary Lane is not here. I think I have 1, 2, 3.
Who was Courtney's partner? She's not here.
I know. Barb, you have a partner?
Yeah, hers was.
But you
Everybody
know what? I was going to say, I am a partner with Jennifer, but I would love to talk to Sharon about what she's doing. So
Only if you call her Sharon.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, Sharon.
You are allowed, guys. I will give you emails to everybody. But I would like a debrief partner, and I'd like it to be somebody different than you had. So let's just do that really quick. Put all your numbers again in here. Just do a little copy and paste. So Barb, you pick Sharon. Jennifer,
Sure.
who are you going to pick?
I would like to debrief with Arminda.
Okay, cool. Jeannie. Can't hear you.
How about Tennessee? Tammy.
Okay.
There you go. Colette and Ann, you guys are debrief partners. I would do that sooner than later because of the time difference. Okay. Everybody take a big breath. I did put the affiliate program for one funnel away. I will send that. You get all that in emails coming up after this. I'm hoping that this was a crazy, wonderful adventure. Yes? Yeah. Here's the crazy thing about scrambled eggs, which is what happens to your brain after this. I would debrief. I would do a Facebook Live. And then I would go do something nice for you. And just enjoy. Because what happens is when your past rewires a little bit, you ever put cores in a box and they do all that? There's a moment where it just needs to kind of like, okay. And because it's reorganizing things in your head that you remember your foreman's busy working while you're doing, let's go have some wine. Enjoy the rest of the night. So our final question is, and everybody can unmute. I would like you to close your eyes for a sec. Just relax for a sec. Big breath in. So one of the things that I want to leave you with is this sense of relief. That you are enough. And life is fun. And that you're unbelievably amazing. Tonight's sleep, by the way, is different from last night. Tonight, you're going to go to bed a little earlier. And something amazing is going to happen. When you put your head on your pillow, you're going to feel like you just fell through a mound of feathers. It's so... Let your brain do what it's doing. Let your foreman clean up the mess that you've made and all the little bullshit things you had. They melt away like when you put a pat of butter in a pan and it just like, You're going to smile more. You're going to laugh more. You're going to giggle when you hear somebody say trying, and you're going to want to tell them to give you 5 push-ups and go, that's okay. You're going to smile when somebody says, I don't know, and go, not funny, because you do know. But that's okay. We call it IDK now. You're going to look in the mirror. Tonight, and you're going to say your name. I would get naked. I would look you up and down. And I go, good job. And just say, I love you. In the mirror, I love you. And then look at all the things that you used to go, and then go, if I don't say I love you, they go away. I love you, you gray hairs, your little saggy boobies, little belly, it doesn't matter. I love you. You're all I've got right now. If I want to change that, I can do that. I can go to the gym more. I can eat more food. I can eat less food. I can drink more. I can do all those things. But today, we are a reality. We are all we have. And we need to fall in love with each other. We are as perfect as we were intended to be. That's our hair. That's our nose. That's our arms. And I bet Colette knows that because she can look at her twin sister and go, wow, I see some of those. That's how apparently I was supposed to look. It's a funny thing about twins. Identical twins look the same. Wow, that's how you're supposed to look. Huh. And smile and literally say, I love you. Then you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to say, I hereby give you permission to, and you're going to fill in the blank. I give you permission to be happy today. I give you permission to dream bigger. I give you permission to leave someone who's not serving me or love somebody who needs to. I hereby give you permission. We started out with the Wizard of Oz. Turns out that you are your own wizard. You are way more powerful than you realized. And so you can stand there and make anything you want happen. Makenna just said it so beautifully. You don't have to believe in gravity, but it works. I got a 17-year-old who's going, manifesting works because we do it all the time. I want you to, in a moment, not yet, you're going to open your eyes and you're going to take your pen out and you're going to write a question to God. Let's assume God is real. Whatever God is. You call God the universe. It makes no difference to me. Write the question ask a question you've been meaning to ask to God. Okay? So if you would, go for it. Barb, open your eyes and write a question. Doesn't matter what the question is. You can do this more than once. Just go for it. Open, write a question, and take a big breath. Close your eyes for a second. 1 second after you finish your question. Everybody look at me when you're finished. Grab your pen. Close your eyes for a second. Open your eyes. And something is going to come right through your pen. Write the answer. Go. Don't think about it. Just write the answer. Watch how this works. Miss Arminda, everybody on mute. What was your question to God?
How did he create such a beautiful universe?
And what's the answer?
Love.
Sharon, what was your question?
Why did you let me experience so much shit?
And what's the answer?
So I could create namology science and see it in everybody's name and able to help them.
Jeannie, what's your question?
Will you open the door for me to get out of corporate America while still providing for my mother?
And the answer is?
A big fat yes.
Colette, what's your question?
Need to do now to live the rest of my life with full joy, well-being, abundance, and love.
And the answer is?
I need to drop the attitude that I am less than God and to create a higher version of myself and allow myself to have what I want.
Do me a favor, click out and come back in. Your computer got a little wonky just one more time, and I want to hear you as good as we can. Anne, what's your question to God?
What is my life purpose? And the answer, to show people who can't see themselves and love themselves, their soul image and shine.
How does that make you feel to read that?
Good.
I think this is the most magnificent exercise ever, because what comes out of your pen, Barb, what's your question? Unmute.
God, what is my purpose?
And the answer is?
I'm a little uncomfortable about my answer, but my answer says to help Forbes, to help others.
Works for me. Let me tell you something. This thing, try it. You don't need me to do this exercise. I have been astounded. I have been doing this for years. This is my favorite moment because everybody is as surprised that there's an answer. Arminda, your answer was perfect. It's like, if that is how this happens, Tammy, what's your question?
Why did I wait so long to divorce?
Answer?
Because it wasn't time yet. Now is the time to be discovering yourself and becoming the you that I meant you to be.
It's like having a direct cell phone. Jennifer?
How can I have fame, fortune, and success with worldly recognition and still make you proud?
The answer is?
Use the gifts that I have bestowed upon you to lift and build others with an eye single to my glory. And my precious daughter, you will have what you need on earth, and I will be all you need in heaven, as your Father in heaven, proud of you for every step that brought you back to me.
I think you need to put that on the window somewhere. That's the Father you need to be listening to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know why people come and go out of our lives. I would have loved to sing. I love performing so much. And so then one would say, well, then how do you get to perform on stage and sing in front of hundreds of people? You do what I did. The day that I did this, I had just discovered I was on a cruise that the gentleman who was like my brother, who had survived the Malibu fires, and I just stayed at his house before and was going to stay after the cruise, had passed away. Took all the gifts and things and teachings that I know and said, this is a fascinating time to be doing this song this way. And it took everything that I've ever done to pull this off, and I love watching it.
It's time for lip sync battle. Sing a song for the broken hearted.
That's what you do.
Good job.
Thank you very much. I won the entire cruise, the lip sync battle. It was pretty damn amazing. Would you start a sentence to empower other people that says breakthrough is? Miss Barb, go for it.
Breakthrough is the change in your life that you have been wanting, what you're looking for. It's the bomb.
Oh, sorry, shit. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Got to start again. Start again. That was my mistake. Shut up. Go one more time. Breakthrough is.
Breakthrough is the change in your life that you've been looking for. I say it's the bomb.
Forbes Riley is.
Oh, me? Oh.
Start a sentence that says Forbes Riley is.
Forbes Riley is amazing. just an angel from heaven that just can touch everybody.
That works. Jeannie,
Yes.
Breakthru is.
Breakthru is an opportunity to let go of all the old baggage holding you back and renew your mind into a transformational new future.
Forbes Riley is.
Forbes Riley is one of the craziest, most loving people you'll ever meet who will get you there in ways you can't imagine.
Yo, Arminda, Breakthru is.
Breakthru is an amazing experience that if you have not experienced it before, you're holding on to way too much baggage that holds you back. So you need to get in and break through.
Forbes Riley is.
Forbes Riley is an astonishing, amazing woman who knows how to get right into your heart. She sees right through all of your bullshit. So you can lie to her if you want to, but she's going to see right through it, right into your heart, and dig out whatever it is that you don't want to, because she knows that it's time now.
Colette, Breakthru is.
Breakthru is an opportunity to reframe your past experiences to have a more positive future.
Forbes Riley is.
Forbes Riley is cool.
My leprechaun, Miss Tammy Boone, Breakthru is.
Okay, Breakthru is the way to break down old baggage that you use as a self-limiting excuse and to
You
accomplish.
know what, Tammy? I love you, and I'm gonna have you look in the camera, and I don't care what you wrote.
Oh,
Talk from your heart. Use all those skills to somebody out there who is still in a marriage that's not working, suffering, and doesn't think that they're enough. That's who I want you to talk to. Breakthru is.
Breakthru is a way to clear your mind of things that are holding you back so you can accomplish your dreams.
Love that. Jennifer, that was beautiful. Oh, wait, Forbes Riley is.
The best part. Forbes Riley really is the best part. She is an amazing mentor and teacher and shows you love while saying stop without, I can't say those words.
I know. IDK. Jeannie, I think you win. Jeannie just said, if God has a fridge, your picture is on it. You win. That no one's, that's freaking powerful. That's one of the coolest things I've ever gotten as a gift. Ms. Sharon.
Breakthru is like having the magic mirror in the Harry Potter series, where you can look in and see the parts of you that you want to magically change, and it happens.
That's a good one too. Forbes Riley is.
Forbes Riley is the key that you put in the ignition on the road to happiness.
That's good.
Wow. Wow, and wow. Whoa. Okay. So, Ann, did you go? Woo. Breakthru is.
Breakthru is, it's like somebody handed you a key and you had 3 doors and you picked that one door that little voice told you not to go walk through, and you put the key in and you walked through, and on the other side was all these rainbows and sunshine and freedom and anything that you ever could imagine. That's what Breakthru is.
Forbes Riley is.
Forbes Riley is a badass Tinkerbell that comes to take the wand and sprinkle all this dust on you, and so you can see your true potential and become limitless.
Everybody in Breakthru has taken, OPP has taken Breakthru. What do you want to say to your friends?
You guys were right. This is freaking amazing. And even though you think that you don't need a breakthrough and you had one before, there's always a layer. There's always something that you can break through in life. You will never have enough breakthroughs.
They're going to love hearing that from you. Jeannie, same thing from you, actually. What would you tell your friends in Breakthru, in OPP?
I would tell them, thank you for being persistent when maybe I thought, I'll check it out. I'm going to sit back and watch a little bit, and not giving up on pushing me through, because it's between this and OPP, I'm just so not the same woman.
I know that. It's so fucking cool. You have no idea how cool it is. Jennifer.
Breakthru training is boot camp for the emotional battlefield. And if you are tired of being at the bottom of the fight, sitting at the bottom of the hill, feeling like a loser because you're hanging out with losers, Breakthru is the ultimate catapult to pivot your life and your victory to rise up from victim to victor and take everything to the next level.
Forbes Riley is?
Forbes Riley is the billionaire with a heart double her worldly wealth.
Jennifer is?
Jennifer is a master at connecting with courage and compassion to a world of people.
There's a reason you didn't die. Continue to figure it out. Because you don't have to be here. Got it?
Ma'am.
In fact, that's what Barb said. She just needs to write a book. Sharon, you look too sad to leave class.
What, I was just thinking, sorry. I'm not sad.
Oh, you just have resting bitch face. You look like you're about ready to cry, and apparently you're not. So
No. I was just, I was in a bit of pain on my wrist.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have hit that pillow so hard. You and Miss Hematoma girl over here need to hang out.
We are.
I only hit it with my left hand. I didn't hit it with my right because I'm still learning how to even use my thumb and bend it and all of that good stuff. I now have a bionic arm and I'm learning how to use it.
This was pretty amazing.
Yes, it was.
You know? Yeah. And you take with it from what you got. You just, like I said, you want to talk about what happened, call somebody else in the group to talk. Because Barb, be really careful what you say to Maureen. Your job is that's not your job. Your job is to let her see the difference in you, share your experience, and don't be upset if people don't even want to listen to it. That was the thing that I learned about life. I spent a lot of time talking to myself in the mirror because they don't understand. So, can we just make how I did my little music video? Can we make a little music video to this song? Just because be as silly as you can.
I love me. I love me. I don't know about you, but baby, I love me. Now everybody say, I love me. I love me.
Come on, Sharon.
They gon' say all kinds of things. Don't make jokes about my name. They gon' try to clip my wings, but I'm gon' fly. They'll try to play me like a game. I bet they're too scared of the fame. But I can see it clear when I'm looking in the mirror saying, God made you right.
I love me. I love me. I don't know about you, but baby, I love me.
Now everybody say,
I love me. I love me. Cause I'm sexy and it ain't my fault. I ain't waiting on nobody's call. You don't want me, baby, that's your loss. I'll be fine. And you can tell by the way I talk. And you can tell by the way I walk. That I can see it clear when I'm looking in the mirror saying, God made you right. Oh, I love me. I love me. I don't know about you, but baby, I love me. Now everybody say, I love me. brag, I don't mean to boast. I love all y'all, but I love me the most.
I don't mean to brag, I don't mean to boast. I love all y'all, but I love me the most. Go raise a glass, give yourself a toast. I love all y'all, but I love me the most. I don't mean to brag, I don't mean to boast. I love all y'all,
but I love me.
I love me.
I love me.
I love me.
I don't know about you.
I don't know about you.
Baby, I love me.
Inner circle, friends and family. Barb, tell them what kind of time you had this weekend. The weekend here. Everybody, there she is. We're going to talk about Breakthru. Go.
I love Breakthru. I had a fantastic weekend. Woo! Get in and get changed.
Go, girl.
Did you say Jennifer? Ha! Breakthru's the best. It's the bomb. It's the balm of Gilead and the balm of everything else too. It's awesome. You don't want to miss this ever.
Arminda, Hawaii.
Breakthru. This has been one of the best 2 days of my entire adulthood. Really just stepping into yourself, you guys. If you want to just break through, you just got to get it, you guys. You just got to do it. It's been so great. I can dance and be free.
Woo! Miss Ann, go for it. Oh, did I hear you? It's so funny.
Damn it, and that was so good too. Breakthru is about loving me and making me the best I can be and limitless. Thank you.
Love that. Oh, Miss Jeannie.
Breakthru is about dancing, becoming unshackled so you can dance your way through life.
I love that, Colette.
Breakthru is about freeing yourself and just being you.
You're adorable. What do you want to say to Martina?
Oh, hi. See you soon.
Oh, Miss Tammy Boone.
Breakthru is just the most amazing fun while getting rid of your luggage and just freeing yourself to love yourself more and to finding who you are and what path you should be going on next.
Yo, everybody say hi to Sana. One of our old students is there. Everybody's kind of watching you guys. Miss Sharona. Bye, Sharona.
Not to be redundant, but Breakthru is about having a great breakthrough.
Oh, I love that. You know what? I actually didn't do that before. Hang on a second. I'm going to do this for us at least once.
I can't hear you.
What? Oh,
I can hardly hear you on mini screen.
I see. Hang on.
Oh, there we go.
Wait for it.
They ask if it's my birthday. Say what we celebrating. Everybody dance.
Sharona!
Sharona, will make my motor run, my motor run. Gun it coming off of the line, Sharona. Never gonna stop, give it up. Such a dirty mind, I always get it up. Hold the touch of the younger kind, my, whoa! My, Sharona. Come a little closer, we are close enough to look in my eyes, Sharona. Keep it in a mystery, kissing me, running down the length of my thighs, Sharona. Never gonna stop, give it up.
I will see you in, all right, so I love you. I will see you in graduation. We can come, yes, take out your SpinGYM. I love that. Can't love that enough. Wednesday night, come celebrate. Watch what happens Wednesday night with your backgrounds, your lighting, your energy. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. I love you guys. I'm going to leave this link open so you guys can continue to talk a little bit. But I'm going to turn me off. Yeah. And I'm going to start this for a second because I love this one.
Life will never be. Life will never be the same.
I think that will never be the same. That's so cool. Right? And most people never experience this, but I'm so proud of you guys. Mwah. Big hug to all of you, and I love you, and I will see you guys in class or on Wednesday. Mwah.
Thanks.
Wow.
Woo!
Hey,
Thanks,
Jennifer,
Forbes.
Hey, yes, Barbara.
maybe the gang that's still here would love to hear that song that you wrote about changing your perspectives.
I wouldn't mind. I'm gonna run to the ladies' room. I'll be right back. I've got my music on.
Did I put you on the spot, Jennifer?
You know, when it comes to singing, you can put me on the spot anytime.
Okay.
So hold on, let me flip the
Listen,
camera.
Jennifer, what's your Tupperware website or whatever?
It's the easiest way to get to it is just my website, jennifergerald.com, and then on the menu, click on Join the Party.
Okay.
I can't wait to see you all on Wednesday. I do have to go check out of my house, but I'll connect with you, Jennifer. I have your number and I'll call you.
All right, girl.
It's really late here, and I need to eat and I need to go to bed.
No worries. Whoever wants to listen can listen, but it's wonderful to meet you, Colette.
Yeah, it was lovely to meet you all, and I'll see you on Wednesday.
Yeah, Colette, see you. Have a good sleep.
Thanks, everyone. Bye now. Good luck and everything.
Bye.
Okay, I'm all tuned up, so here we
That's
go.
what we're sticking around for.
So this song is called Sitting on the Sidelines. It was inspired by my good friend Jason W. Freeman, and he is the author of an amazing book, which he is giving away for free right now during the pandemic, called Awkwardly Awesome, Embracing My Imperfect Best. So this is my little song that I got permission to write after learning Jason's story, and we meshed them ours together. It's been said, a dream is a wish your heart makes. You're convinced the dreams do come true. You watch the fairy tales unfold and pray there's one for you. In the morning you wake up, try to smile again. Realize
no way to compete. Are you listening? And accepting defeat. Or is it no sideline? At war with yourself and your perceptions, killing your dreams. Change your perception. Won't change your truth. Turn the page and love the end. There wasn't no sidelines. And it's in your life. Let your dreams see the light. Don't worry about perfection. Mistakes are part of life. Try what it takes to go and live your life. Live your life. Oh, and stand tall. Love your life. Imperfections and all. No one's in on the sidelines. And this in your life. Let your dreams take flight. Change your perception. Oh, change your truth. Turn the page and love in you.
That was awesome.
Awesome. I love the words in that song. They are so meaningful to what we just have gone through this weekend.
Yeah.
You should
Jennifer
actually get in a
shared,
studio and record it.
she should. I think she's
Yeah,
gone.
I mean, I live in Nashville. I know music. And I can't sing. No, I don't even try to sing. Not even lip sync.
Oh, come on. I'll give you my lemon lime zest and press for your lip syncing, and then you'll never hit a sour note.
No, seriously, do you have like a collection of songs or do you do covers?
I have started doing some covers just for my piano or privately in my little house. But I have written 4 songs.
Okay. But can you do covers on guitars?
I can do some. I do a Killer My Church by Maureen Morris. I love doing Me and Bobby McGee by Janis Joplin. That's one of my favorites. So I just taught myself how to play the guitar like 3 years ago.
Wow.
So, well, you did a dang good job.
Well, thank you. I love music. I taught myself how to play the piano too.
Oh.
And
you know what? Please. You know, when that little BS from your father comes into your head, or your mother, especially your father with the have and have nots, I mean, take out a freaking fire gun and just burn it down and don't think about it. That was so stupid and mean. And why do parents, and see, that's my ex-husband. He would say the meanest things to the kids and I wouldn't do nothing. And I feel so guilty to this day because I let him say the things. And that's why my question was, why did I wait so long? But I was so close to him, I couldn't see it until I was away from him. And then it's like, it all came in very clear. And I was like, oh my gosh, you know, my poor kids. Because I remember jumping in front of him to distract his attention of screaming at one of them to focus it on me because I could take it. He was going to damage them. And I know he did cause some damage.
Mm-hmm. Well, obviously, if they're not talking to you, there's definitely some damage.
Well, he was at his laws for a long time. I didn't realize it. We had went on vacation somewhere. We're at a tiki hut on the beach. Now I remember this, and we were sitting like at a corner, but there was people on either side of us. And I remember him saying, hey, you know, we've been talking to this guy here and to the guy on the other side of him, but he, you know, he had said, I'm going to go to the bathroom. And he said he got to go to the bathroom. He's like somewhere behind me on this side. And he's like, hey, so let me get a picture of you two. And I didn't know why he wanted a picture of this guy. So I turned around and I had a beer in my hand. And he turns and, you know, so it looks like we're together in the picture. He took that picture, and because my wedding ring at the time was actually at the jeweler's being repaired, but he took that picture and showed it to the kids and said that I took my ring off, was trying to pick men up while we were on vacation. He actually did that. So that's why I can say sociopath, because when somebody does something to purposely, it's evil. And so he's got a lot of I don't even know what he's got. I heard about some things through some friends a year afterwards, and I'm just like, I just got to figure out how. They won't respond to a text, to a phone call, flat out short of showing up on their door. And I'm thinking that is the next step, is just to show up on the door and say, hey, let's go talk.
Tammy?
Yes.
So your ex-husband took that picture very specifically to frame you, basically, right?
To frame me, yes.
So it's on his phone, right?
Or his computer is, I don't know, years ago.
Okay, so where would that picture have come from? Like, how is it only that, I mean, I know that your husband took it, but I'm trying to find a way for you to reach out to your children, because that picture is probably the proof in the pudding of everything that your husband's been lying about. So maybe you need to just say like, hey, so why would your father have that picture? He's framed me in that picture. Here's a receipt. I mean, if you could possibly get the receipt, that my ring